avec notre invitée, Mrs. Bisson-Eta. Voilà, je retrouve Bisson-Eta.
Mrs. Bisson.
Yes, Mrs.
Bayangi.
Ah, d'accord. 100%. Ah, mais et c'est vrai que c'est aussi un prélude à cette journée d'orientation. Je le disais aussi à l'entame de l'émission quand je parlais de nos enfants qui sont dans le besoin aujourd'hui de savoir quel métier ils feront, et pour cette raison ils ont besoin d'être orientés sur leurs études, surtout au secondaire. C'est vrai que là, chez les anglophones, la section anglophone est différente, ouais, carrément des francophones, parce que c'est ce que Cathy et moi on se disait, parce qu'elle est donnée un peu comment ça se passe chez les anglophones. Ouais. Or par contre chez nous les francophones, c'est le bac A, bac C, bac D, bac E. Voilà, et c'est terminé en général comme ça là, et puis tu ne sais pas ce que tu pourras faire avec ces diplômes là. C'est cette série qu'on a choisie. De toutes les façons, j'espère qu'on pourra sortir d'ici avec quelque chose de bien précis. Wow. Parents comme enseignants qui nous regardent ce matin, parce que les élèves sont à l'école en ce moment. Mrs. Bisson, c'est son nom. Bonjour et bienvenue à ce rendez-vous. Merci d'avoir accepté notre invitation.
Thank you, the pleasure is mine. Je suis tellement honorée d'être ici pour ma première fois. Bonjour, Cathy, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
You are so beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. As you were saying earlier about the orientation, is true in our system, the Anglophone subsystem. We start with specialization at the beginning. If a child wants to go to a technical school, we start in Form 1. A child normally goes to a technical school. If a child wants to go to a grammar school, it starts at Form 1. A child goes to a grammar school. While in Form 3, we do orientation, and the child chooses whether to go to art or science. Or science. But what is difficult is that in the Francophone subsystem, they do like everything.
Yeah,
they do everything, and the children are at times very confused. Confused because even when they are doing second C, in second C they still do history.
Yeah.
They still do things that don't have anything to do with the science field.
Voilà.
So it gives them a pressure, and at times it's frustrating. I think that in our system in Cameroon, we try a way to make it, to harmonize the system, because it's two different systems, and at times it's complicatory. So you are right on that point.
Ok. Donc c'est pourquoi moi je dis nous soufflons, parce que tu fais la A, la Cathy, ça ne t'apporte rien. Tu fais la C. Comme elle dit Anna, en seconde, tu vas toujours faire l'histoire, tu vas faire la géographie.
Est-ce que c'est pas pour ça que vous faites like that's the main reason why they just do everything, so that maybe at the end of the day you can choose which one you're good at?
Non, on va choose comment? C'est difficile de choisir.
Oui, il doit choisir, mais quand il choisit, là-bas, on est guidé, il n'y a pas la spécialisation là-bas. Il faut proposer toutes les
matières.
Par exemple, en terminale, il les a pas là, mais pose la question de savoir souvent pourquoi on fait les choses comme ça. On doit se concentrer
sur l'informatique. Voilà. Oh, c'est pas ça.
But our own style is very nice, because lower seat, you drop many subjects and you concentrate. If it's S1, you don't do that. So it's really nice.
Okay. Voilà, donc c'était par rapport à ça. Donc je voudrais juste savoir, dans un premier temps, comment l'orientation scolaire peut-elle contribuer à promouvoir une éducation inclusive de qualité au secondaire?
Thank you. This year, this theme is our 23rd edition of our National Guidance and Counseling Days, that honor the theme Guidance and Counseling and a contribution in promoting quality, inclusive education. Guidance and counseling is a field that deals with psychology. It deals with the mental state of an individual. So guidance counselors, they are versed, they know what they are doing, so they can easily identify children who have the special needs. We no longer call them again handicaps. We call them special needs children, so they can easily identify them and see how we bring them together, so that they should feel as as normal it quote as normal children. So guidance and counseling, that field touches the psychological part, and through it we can bring them together on the same table, and each and every one of them will study in a place and feel so as normal. So in our work we diagnose, as I was saying, when they come for consultation in our field, we have an office where we welcome them when they come. Then there we can identify. I want to use the opportunity to explain that we're talking about special needs children. There are some that have special needs that are easily visible. You can see as from their physical appearance. Maybe they have motor handicap, or they have deformation somewhere. You can easily see. But there are others that you cannot really see physically. It's when you have a consultation with them, then you realize that this child is having this problem. For example, we have dyslexia. The dyslexia, difficulties in reading and writing. Yeah, there are other ones that who have difficulties in calculation. They call it dyscalculia, which they find difficulties to calculate. So I will have digraphic, which they have difficulties in drawing. So when they come to us, all that we can diagnose.
So what about what about those with those who lack retentive memory?
Good. Those who lack retentive memory, they say after they come, we see it in their results. During the first term, for example, always gather all those students who have 9 for some classes, because in Form 1, when the child is having 9 average, it's like, it's not, in Form 1 we know things are not really tough that way. So we call them, the counselor will bring them together with the help of their parents. We'll find out there, we discover that some of them, because they don't know how to write, they don't know how to spell. Then when the child starts failing very badly at 6, we start realizing the child is having some problem of retentive memory. And we have a method that we always prescribe to them. Very wonderful reading method. They call it the S3R method, which helps to do what the S stands for survey. The child goes through his or her own book and survey. The cure help the child to change all the topic into question. And the first R is to read. As the child is reading, you know the brain is very curious. The brain always like to hear, what is this? You see the brain will turn and find out what. So you change the topic now into question. The child now knows that, okay, I'm ready now to answer that question. So the child will wait, then again the child review, later on with time, the child now memorize. So that method has proven a lot of effectiveness, and it has helped a lot of children who don't have that good retentive memory.
Now, what are the essential qualities and practices that make a school truly inclusive?
Thank you for that question. When a school is inclusive, first of all, look at the building, the structure of the school. Because in a school whereby they have, let's say this staircase, for example, this is not an inclusive place. This building is not an inclusive place. Because somebody who is having a tricycle cannot reach here.
No, it's true.
So in a school where to make it inclusive, we have the ministry has prescribed that in the place where there are staircases, they say flat staircase where a child can easily climb and enter the classroom. Then there equally will make sure that they sit in the class depending on their disability. A child who doesn't see very well from far, will make sure that the child sits closer to the board where a child can easily see. We identify children with special needs, like in our school. Every year we go around, we identify children who have special needs. Yes, we identify them. I will have a list of them. We have named them those with special needs. We even have the IDP. You know, you might be surprised that the IDP also fall under the special needs.
Really?
Yeah.
But how are they like?
It's not that their special need is different, because adaptability. Yes.
Environment.
Environmental. So when they come, they have a little bit of differences. You know, some of them came from the southwest where it's purely English speaking. So when they come now to a French speaking area, they're a little bit
difficult
to adapt. We equally have refugees, and we have social cases. Some social cases are especially because some of their parents are blind, they are handicapped, they cannot see well, and so on. So all of them, we identify them in school. So we quickly know how to work with them. The issue is that at times when they fail the exam, we don't take serious measures like to dismiss. You know, in the school, in a government school, we have a certain average where students are not allowed to repeat. There were children with special case. We as counselor, during our class council, we present it, and those students are allowed in school.
I think there are some people watching us, maybe we had to start there, that do not, or maybe they've never heard of a guiding counselor. Now, can you tell us who they are and what are their role, what role do they play in school milieu?
Thank you very much for that question. That's why we are doing our National Guidance and Counseling Day, because the field is a little bit new. So people don't really know it. So a guidance counselor, as the word says, guidance, will guide students on what to do, and what not to do. We guide them on how to work. We have specific domain where we are specialized. We tell the people, the student or the community, that our work is to make the student to learn how to learn. Learn how to learn first is the fact that we encourage them to study well by guiding them in their difficulties, by orientating them where they can better do. As we were talking lastly about orientation, we have know that God has made a brain. It's not the same for everybody. So people can easily capture mathematical things, calculating things than other. So when we diagnose students with those difficulties, we can easily say that for the way we have realized with the things that we are connected to with you, we see that you are good in arts or you are good in science. So we orientate them, guide them by orientating them. We also enable them to learn how to live in their society, how to live with others by giving them this life skills. No, some people don't know how to communicate. Some people don't know how to live with others. Some people don't know how to adapt in difficult situations. We give them the ability to have the resilient skill. And no matter how things are difficult, we can still make it. So that is the guidance part of it. Then lastly, we enable them we help them to learn how to work. Which is known as professional guidance. So that is the domain of guidance. Now in the domain of counseling, it's just simply giving them advice when they have problems that can have a negative impact
in their studies.
So at times some of them have a problem, let's say lack of self-confidence. Some of them are just they feel that you see a self-confidence that it's like this. I'm seeing myself, I'm not beautiful. Yes, it's shocking. But there was a day, one girl, she's really I was saying that was because she's no longer in our school. She came to my office and she was saying that she's not beautiful, that she's too fast. She's just like that bob.
Seriously,
c'est normal.
Yeah, she was so disturbed, and at times she feels as to commit suicide. Yeah. We have had a lot of cases of students who want to commit suicide. Yeah.
Why? Because you're big.
This self-acceptance is a big problem with the young girls. You can insult a girl that your lash head. Tell you after 10 years she will recall it to you. Then you once insulted me that my hair was big. Girls don't take it lightly. Mais why the boy child might even just laugh over it and
mais c'est aussi parce que c'est ce qu'elles regardent dans la télé, les réseaux sociaux. Et c'est peut-être pour cette raison qu'elle se sent pas belle à ce moment.
Oui, parce qu'on parle que les mannequins doivent être minces.
Mais c'est ça. Mais aujourd'hui on a.
Et c'est ça qui est au monde maintenant. Tout le monde veut
être mince, ventre plat, machin comme ça.
So with that, I have to convince her. I have to talk to her, and I call the parent because they say in this field, when somebody has mentioned once about committing suicide, we should not take it lightly. So I had to call the mother in. The mother came. The mother said she has been encouraging her and so forth and so on. While talking with her, I assured her, and today she was happy and she had already left the school. She has accepted her position. I told her that if you go somewhere with me, they might give you a seat and I will remain standing because your appearance look responsible, imposing. That's it. Then the last part about it is that at times children have problem with their parents in their house. So we help them by giving a counsel on how to better deal with some of those problems. So they not share a guidance counselor is a coach. That follow up a child from the beginning of from one to when the child leaves the school, or what the child can do, what cannot do, where the child has problems that can affect their performance in school.
Ok, moi je voudrais savoir comment l'orientation scolaire peut-elle aider les élèves à découvrir leurs talents et leurs intérêts.
Good. I want to say guidance counseling help enormously because we work with tests. On travaille avec les tests psychotechniques.
D'accord.
Those tests are very important. We will administer it to you. Like if I administer you a 3 test, I can even know what you like. It's like magic.
Ah bon, donc c'est la magie.
It's like psychology deals with it knows the inner mindset of an individual. So when they come like that, they are confused, they don't know what to do. We administer the test to them. After we interpret it, after the interpretation of the test, we can then orientate you by telling you that what I have discovered that is that you are good in this and you are good in this. A guidance counselor does not force somebody. Along with the test and what the person needs, after conducting the test, we can give you the results. So that is what makes us different from any other field, because we have our tools that we use.
Et vous faites donc comment? C'est-à-dire comment est-ce que pour ces enfants-là, par exemple, qui ont besoin d'être conseillés, est-ce qu'ils ont des défis et quels sont justement les défis que ces élèves rencontrent dans leur parcours scolaire et comment l'orientation scolaire peut-elle les aider à les surmonter? Sûrement, ils ont des défis.
Oui, beaucoup des enfants ont des défis. Parfois, tu vois un enfant qui aimerait faire la cinématographie, mais ses parents sont contre.
Voilà, c'est ce qu'on disait.
C'est un problème. It's a normal problem that we are facing today. Parents are just like, no, we don't do this.
They want to impose.
You want to impose. And I always say that don't impose what you wanted to do. You wanted to do, but maybe because of financial means and so on, you could not. And now you say you are forcing it on your child. It doesn't work that way. I always tell them that it doesn't work that way because every child has a dream.
Yeah.
Every child has what they like doing. When a child is doing what the child is passionate about, the person does it well.
Yeah.
Does it well. Whatever you are doing, if you are a journalist, what you are doing, you like it, like me, a counselor. We went back home yesterday at 8:30 because we're trying to arrange what is going out now in the Cité de Palmiers, because I'm passionate about what I'm doing. So we make the parents know that what this child loves, let us give the child an opportunity. You know, we all from the southwest is different. When a child wants to play like football, no, they refuse. Chez nous, on a beaucoup brisé les rêves des jeunes. On dit que non, ce sont les voyous qui font ça.
Même la musique, hein.
Même la musique.
Non, c'est pas ça forcément chez même les francophones, dans la zone francophone, les parents refusent avec force que leurs enfants se mettent à jouer au football parce qu'ils estiment qu'il y a très peu de chances que l'enfant puisse réussir. À cela, moi, je suis un exemple. Moi, je dis non. En tant que parent pour mon fils.
Non, c'est à côté de moi. Donc,
oui, j'avoue, je l'ai dit. Mais finalement, parce qu'on conditionne nos enfants, on leur dit, oui, c'est beau. Parce qu'aujourd'hui, c'est parce qu'on écoute, on lit et on écoute ce qu'on nous dit. On dit, ok, donne-moi d'abord le diplôme, on veut le bac. Mais quand tu as un enfant qui n'a même plus la tête à l'école, et il n'a que la tête pour le football, toi, en tant que parent, tu peux devenir fou.
Non, ça dérange. C'est pour ça qu'ici au Cameroun, on doit beaucoup travailler.
Voilà.
On doit avoir les structures qu'en même temps, les enfants fréquentent et ils font ce qu'ils veulent faire.
Voilà. Et c'est ce qu'on se disait tout à l'heure, Cathy et moi.
NBA.
Oui.
Yeah, the children go to school and while doing what they want to do. Yeah, so I think we need to develop that side.
Okay.
That is what we are lacking. But I think a child can be doing something football while going to school. Don't just refuse.
Voilà.
Yeah.
Donc on peut mettre ça même dans les lycées, non? S'il n'y a pas le... Bon, c'est compliqué.
Non, on joue parfois. Yeah.
Ça demande beaucoup d'argent.
We always play there, but it's not as if it's going to be professional. But one school that are professional, while at the same time they are doing the same program that the grammar school is doing, and alongside it, the children are doing what they like. I always tell parents, because that is the people who are like a pin in our shoe or a stone in our shoe are the parents. The parents want to impose. They believe that because they don't have their children, they know what they connect ce que je veux que mon enfant fait. Ils connaissent.
No, sometimes I also understand it, because let's say, for example, what I'm doing as a profession, maybe I won't want my child to do what I'm doing, and all of a sudden your child tells you, okay, Mom, I want to be a journalist, and I'm into the profession. I know how it works. I don't want you to. I prefer you to. I have my reason for saying so, because I'm already into it.
Yeah.
You understand? I just believe maybe it's because sometimes we lack that is it communication skill on how we can talk to a kid without imposing, like forcing them to take on a particular profession, other than, you know, making them say reasons why this your choice is not actually the best. You know what I mean to this? So trust me, stop looking at the fact that I'm on TV, everybody is watching. There is more to it than what you just see.
Yeah.
So I'll prefer you to be a doctor, because I believe that with you being a doctor, you're going to make more money.
Are you see where she's
Yes, because that's it. That's why parents are imposing professions on their kids. Because it's all about not.
Allez, il y a quelqu'un au bout de la ligne. Bonjour, on vous appelle comment? Vous nous appelez d'où?
Bonjour à l'équipe féminine de ce matin. Je voudrais pas faire des jaloux ce matin dans les gens. Bonjour tout le monde.
Un peu plus fort, s'il vous plaît.
Bonjour Mireille Grace, bonjour à toute ton équipe et à ton invité.
Merci. C'est Emmanuel?
Emmanuel, tout à fait.
De lycée de Cité des Palmiers?
Non, Bonapriso.
Bonapriso, oui, Bonapriso. Emmanuel, oui, nous t'écoutons.
Bonapriso, Ricoloko.
Ricoloko, oui. Nous t'écoutons, Emmanuel.
Oui, une fois encore, bonjour à la conseillère d'orientation.
Bonjour.
Oui, d'accord. Moi, j'ai un souci avec les conseillers d'orientation. Un constat fait, je peux peut-être me tromper, c'est que la plupart du temps, les conseillers d'orientation dans les établissements ne vont facilement pas vers les apprenants, ou tout au contraire, ils attendent les apprenants dans leur boulot, ou bien c'est lors des séances de réunion des parents d'élèves qu'on les rencontre et on nous fait savoir que dans l'établissement, il y a un conseiller d'orientation. Et quelquefois même dans beaucoup d'établissements, même, les élèves ne savent même pas le bureau du conseiller d'orientation. Ou bien quelquefois même, le rôle du conseiller d'orientation n'est même pas très bien expliqué aux parents. Ce qui fait que, à un moment, le parent ne peut que se fier à son expérience de parent, à son intuition de parent et au défi qu'il voudrait voir son enfant relever. Malheureusement, moi, en fait, mon humble avis, je peux me tromper, mon humble avis, c'est que je pense que cela peut faire le résultat, c'est que je crois que le conseil d'orientation devrait faire fi avec les enseignants, c'est-à-dire qu'on peut dire un mercredi, un conseil d'orientation fait d'une salle à une autre. Tout dépend des heures que le corps administratif lui donnera pour expliquer aux élèves. Et pourquoi même pas envoyer des notes aux parents en tant que conseiller ou conseiller d'orientation, dire aux parents que dans cet instant, il y a un conseiller d'orientation, je voudrais peut-être rencontrer le parent de l'élève X ou bien les parents des élèves pour que nous ayons une discussion pour une certaine orientation. Malheureusement, la plupart du temps, c'est un constat, la plupart du temps, le conseiller d'orientation, on le voit en fin d'année. Et puis, la plupart du temps, ces élèves sont en sortie, c'est-à-dire que les élèves de la terminale, dont on essaye. Par contre, je crois qu'à partir de la classe de 5e, 5e, 4e, 3e, les enfants devraient commencer à être orientés par rapport à leur choix de vie. Malheureusement, nous ne les voyons pas. Parce que de tous nos lycées, ce qu'on dit, de tous nos lycées, un enfant peut avoir un talent de footballeur, de basketteur, de handballeur, malheureusement. Combien d'établissements encore, si je prends le cas de la ville de Douala, combien d'établissements encore ont des espaces de jeu? Combien d'établissements ont encore des espaces de loisirs? Combien d'établissements ont des espaces, par exemple, d'informatique, une informatique vraiment fonctionnelle qui peut contenir une salle de classe de 40, 50 élèves, 60 élèves, comme on a fait dans les différents lycées. Malheureusement, donc je crois que c'est une doléance. Elle peut être portée aux décideurs que le conseil d'administration qu'il soit plus près des élèves que de son bureau. Merci, bon, M. Denis.
Ok, merci. S'il vous plaît, je peux vous poser une question?
Oui, je vous écoute, madame.
Oui. Est-ce que vos enfants fréquentent l'école privée ou bien publique?
Mon enfant, pour ne pas faire la publicité, il est au lycée bilingue de Nîmes.
Ah, ok, merci. Je vais répondre à votre problème. Merci pour la question.
Okay, it's okay. Now,
Yeah. I was speaking English.
yeah.
J'espère que va bien comprendre
L'anglais,
qu'il a compris, c'est pour ça qu'il appelle.
Okay, as I was saying, it's true, our guidance and counseling fee is new, and some people enter the field not because they really love it, they enter because of
money.
They needed someone to have money, as you saying, yeah?
He has money.
They wanted to work so that they can earn
money. Okay.
So they never entered the field because they were passionate
about
it. So those are the people that are trying to like have a hindrance as far as our fee is concerned. In French, they always call them les brebis galeuses.
Oui, les brebis galeuses,
voilà.
oui.
So there are those people who come to the field, but what we have in our text, we have 30 hours as a counselor. We have 30 hours a week in school.
13 heures.
30 heures.
30 heures par semaine pour les conseillers d'orientation.
Oui. On a 24 heures dans les bureaux et 6 heures dans les salles de classe. Là où on dispense les sessions de formation sur les thèmes précis qu'on discute avec les enfants. On anime et beaucoup de temps, on a les causeries éducatives. On parle avec ces enfants par rapport à la sexualité, par rapport à comment garder leur environnement. Donc, on a un programme conçu dans chaque classe, dont les CO sont partout. Mais le problème, c'est qu'ici au Cameroun, on ne peut. Il y a peu de CO. Pourquoi? Parce que dans mon lycée, par exemple, là où je viens, au lycée de Bojongo, nous sommes plus de 5000 pour 5 à Bojongo, Bonabéry. On a plus de 5000 élèves pour seulement 5 CO. Donc le ratio est que 1 CO sur 300 élèves. Mais le cas n'est pas comme ça. Donc ça fait à ce que le travail est un peu difficile, comme M. Emmanuel parlait tantôt. C'est pour cela qu'on encourage beaucoup l'État à former les CO parce qu'on a vraiment besoin. Oui, on a vraiment besoin de CO. Et pour les parents, on a souvent nos réunions de l'APE, là où on parle de CO, parle avec les parents pour les aider. Comment bien entretenir les enfants, surtout les adolescents. L'adolescent est l'âge la plus difficile. Beaucoup de parents ne s'en trouvent pas. Donc, it makes the work of parents very difficult because adolescents, there are people that they consider them as if their brains are not really normal. Why? Because the hormones that the organs produce affect their psychology. They are not children. They are not adults. So they are lost somewhere. The word adolescent is new in Africa. You don't know. I don't know that you are grown up or you are still a child. So you tell them that don't do this because you are already grown up. The child will look at you. But you see them doing things that you see their heights. They are tall. They are formed like yourself, but they behave a certain way. You are like, is he a child or is he? So they are so confused. At times there's too much war with them. I believe guidance counselors are really needed. That is why during the visit of the minister here in Douala 1st of September, we had a seminar with her at the government technical school Kumasi. She encouraged even the private schools to have guidance counselors. That is why today, as we are saying, during this our week of action, we have counselors that have gone to private school to talk to them about the significance of guidance counseling day, to sensitize them about the team and all the like. We are doing it all the time. But some schools have already employed guidance counselors, but some schools still feel that...
Even the private schools?
Yeah.
They have guidance?
Yeah. I have schools that I cannot call them because of publicity.
Publicity, yes.
Yeah, they already have a guidance counselor that work with their children always.
Always.
And you see the results are wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, based on the theme, says school guidance and its contribution, right?
Yeah.
To promoting quality, inclusive education, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the question I want to ask you is, in what ways can guidance inform curriculum adaptations that cater to diverse learning styles and needs?
Good. That is one thing that's going to be difficult as far as inclusive education is concerned, because we know some of the tools that we use with slow learners. At times it's not very adaptable to those learners that are smart. They will feel as if the class is boring. So then now we are calling on the teachers. They will follow the same curriculum, but now we are calling on the teachers concerned with the various topics to have a certain time on this specific those children with specific needs, because that is the issue. You know, that some very smart children that will keep on repeating the same thing over. They are bored.
It becomes boring.
Yeah, it becomes boring. So that is one of the challenge about this inclusive education. Yeah. So we are just calling, in everything there's a good side and there's a bad
also
side.
A bad side.
But the most important part is that when those children come together, they don't only help those who are having special needs. They equally give some quality to the set normal children. They learn. The normal children learn from them. They learn how to appreciate and accept themselves too. That, see, look at I'm okay and so on. Why am I hating myself when this person is having this malformation and so on? Then they come up with this life skill, empathy, how to have empathy with others. They can easily tolerate people when they go out in the society. So when they stay together, they learn these skills that really help them to be balanced. They will believe that the government needs to come in order to give some didactic material based on that.
Hopefully one day. Now, another question: what kind of training and resources should guidance staff receive to better promote inclusive practices within the school milieu?
Good. We always have seminars. Constantly, like for us here in the Uri, we always have, every month we have a seminar with all the councillors of Uri, where we are impacted on what to do. Yeah, we call in specialists, we call the inspectors, and so on. When we have, even out of that, we have UNICEF that always come with seminars to help us on how to, on specific topic that they feel that we lack here in Africa. So they help us, and it builds our quality, and it builds our bank of knowledge on how to better cater for children with these special needs. And in our school, they taught us how to read bright, blind language. As counselor in higher teachers training, we train on this bright. Those are points. Yeah, we train on the. Maybe you can go to a school where there's a blind. You can assist them. It's one of our topic there. So in that way, when a blind child comes to us, whatever thing they have done, but we think that the government needs to reinforce. You know, the training we do there 2 years is just a cash program. Because so much has to be put in place in order to really equip the counselor on those aspects.
So what about the deaf and the dumb? So how do you...
The deaf and the dumb, I believe we have not yet touched that area. So we need to do it in form of training us on how to better understand sign language. Those are language that is... We don't know that one. We have not done it in
Now, you talk about special needs students or kids. Now, can we say recalcitrant student could also be put under special needs children? So how do you people deal with, when I say recalcitrant, like those stubborn as in, you understand better. So how do you deal with such students as well?
Those students is that mostly as a counselor, thank God I did psychology. So when they come to us, we quickly give them the confidence that the parents don't give them.
Okay.
You know, most of them are rejected. The parents reject them, that you are too stubborn, you're a bad child, you are this, they are like, if there's a way that they can throw them outside, they will throw them.
Okay.
But when they come to us, we give them the confidence that you look good, you are you
nice
see,
person.
the man will open his eye and look at you like, is this woman really serious?
I was told by my mom that I look very ugly.
Very ugly. So we'll give them confidence. Then when they come, we'll sort them out. I always tell my colleagues that if you discover any child that is very recalcitrant or so on, people should bring them to me. Bring them to us because they are our case. On est avec les bons enfants, on est avec les mauvais. C'est que les autres disent que mauvais, c'est les sont nos gens qu'on travaille avec. So you put them, the confidence and make them to understand that they are not what people say they are. We speak to them, we have a lot of sessions with them. And you see at times, it's like magic. Psychology has a power, a certain power that we cannot explain on how to give confidence to somebody who is depressed or is dying. So when the children come to us, we first of all be them confident. And we make them to understand that no matter what, they are open to say it to us. Some of them are stubborn not because they are stubborn. Some of them are stubborn because they are passing through certain trauma. You can see a young girl very stubborn. She was raped in the house by maybe the so-called uncle that is claiming that the child is very, very
stubborn.
Yes, because of that. So when we diagnose it, we know what we can do. So we heal them based on that site. I will make, by so doing, you see the child comes out and becomes normal like any other child.
Okay.
Ok, moi je vais poser la question de savoir comment les parents et les enseignants peuvent-ils soutenir l'orientation scolaire des enfants, des élèves. Comment les parents et les enseignants peuvent soutenir.
Merci beaucoup pour cette question. Because what we are facing as far as in our field, people have not yet understood, they have not yet taken into cognizance the role of a counselor. Most of the teachers at times, they look at us as if we are not doing anything. We are just there talking to children. What are you doing there? So we are trying to always have seminars to always explain to them that this child that is having this average, we can better assist the child. And we have had a lot of proof. Last year, I had a student that I pleaded in a disciplinary council that they should not dismiss the child. They end up dismissing the child, but I was bent that even as the so long as the child is even out of school, I will do my possible best to follow him up. And I did it. Didn't know why. He was in upper seat. He had problem with the parent. The mother has abandoned him. The father is over, and so on. The young man is living with a cousin of 24 years. Do you imagine? What can that cousin impact in him? And the uncle came and the uncle was complaining that he's taking drugs. Meanwhile, the child was not even taking drugs. He came to a council and said the child was frustrated. The child told me that, "Man, I'm not taking drugs." The only way you can tell if somebody is taking drugs is when you have done the test. They can to prove. So with that, we help those teachers to give them this example, so they should know that these children they are passing through difficulties that you cannot understand. So by so doing, many of them have taken hold of the importance of guidance counselor. Today in my school, for example, the teachers they always give us cases that they have discovered in their various classrooms. Then with the parent, a lot of communication. We have done a lot of communication with them. We've always someone there when there's a problem, we talk to them, we follow up, and many of them has come to realize the importance of guidance and counseling in the school. It has really ameliorated, but we think much have to be done. That's why we're having this day today to sensitize the educational community about the role of guidance counselor and how it can help parents and teachers or the entire educational community to know how to better take care of students. Yeah.
Another question, this is from someone else. Now, what are some key policies and legal mandates that influence inclusive education, and how does guidance counselor help implement these policies effectively?
Good. In Cameroon, in the Educational Act of 14 April 1998, in this article 6 said mention that education is free for all.
Okay.
And in its article 7 stipulates the specific need of the fact that it has to go on without discrimination. So when we are in a school, we make sure that as far as that act is concerned, we put it into place. That is why every child has to go to school. Even those who are in the house, most parents are hiding these special needs children.
Yeah.
So they're hiding ashamed. There are parents that have those children in the house. Nobody knows that they have those children. Yeah. Mostly those with cerebral palsy that will come out with spit and so on. They are shy. They keep them at home. Which is not good.
Maybe because they don't want the child to be bullied to a school.
Not bullied, just that they are just feeling a type. Some parents really need to follow up themselves. At times, a child comes to me with a problem. I realize that it's not even the child who has the problem.
It's the parent.
It's even the parent. So I start working with the parent.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in that light, we will bring them together. We speak to the class as a whole, will help them to understand that accept your friend no matter how they are, wherever they are coming, adapt to their ways and try to see how you can live together. So by so doing, you see children who have special needs in our school, for example, they feel free, like the day of tomorrow that we shall be celebrating it in our school. They will be involved in doing their poem, their sketches. That's how we put them inside activities that concern them.
Okay. What should we remember? There was one time there was actually an incident that happened. I don't know if it's Moyoka or Tico, where a child was raped.
Yeah.
The child, I don't know if you saw that video, came to school, and while in class, their teacher asked everybody to stand up, right? The teacher noticed that one student, it's actually a pupil, even was not standing up. Is it a pupil or a student? No. Primary school pupil. Pupil. I was not standing up. And that is how she approached the child to find out what was happening. She was so calm, very quiet, she could not talk. And when she insisted that she should stand, immediately she stood up, blood started coming out.
I heard about this.
So if you have such kids in school that do not talk, because there are some kids that are extremely scared, they don't talk at all. It's so difficult for you to even know what is happening with them. How do you, as a counselor, how do you detect, or how do you even approach, and how do you make the child to talk? To be able to, open up to you, express themselves, tell you what is happening to them, and help them as well.
In every field, we are trained to know how to go about it. First of all, we have an office. When a child comes, the child is alone with you. Face to face, we reassure the child that whatever thing we are going to say here, I'm here to help you. You're a child, you need to be open up. Anything I will say here is going to stay between the two of us. So that we give them the confidence. And through the confidence that you give the child, you see the child relaxes. The atmosphere is warm, welcoming. We don't frown. We accept them no matter how they come. We accept them. So I've had a case like that in my school. In CZM, that child came complaining about that the aunt never took her to the specialist, that there was a campaign about free ice cream and so on. And later when the child was talking, when you are a psychologist, you look at the child's face and you try to tell them that no, there's something wrong. I don't know how I can explain it to you, but there are signs that makes you to know that this child is saying something, that there's something behind.
There's something behind it.
Through the communication, through a way of diagnosis, you realize it. So now, as I was talking, that day it was difficult. I was with my chief of service. By then, she's not longer in my school. She left us, and I stayed in school with that child because I insisted, because I saw that there's something not right with the child.
Something right.
Do you know, at the end of the day, the child told me that she has always been raped by the uncle in the house.
Oh,
which is the aunt's husband. Since when she was in primary school.
Oh,
That she has never said it, she has never told anybody about it.
Oh,
It was these are the thing in my career that was so difficult for me. I felt the pain, I felt everything, and when I was insisting to work with that same child, I called the aunt came, and the child told me that when the aunt discovered it, the uncle gave the aunt money to shut up her mouth, and she accepted.
Oh, c'est très dangereux ça. Bah, c'est même très courant. Et quand vous face à ce genre de cas, vous gérez comment? Vous faites comment pour...
Those type of cases, in some school, they have a social welfare that take care of that.
Ah, okay.
But unfortunately for that my time, that is how that woman just smoothly and left and moved that child from school. I tried to battle with the case, but I never knew the whereabouts of that child. I was just starting my profession, and I believe that if today I had that same case today, I would have gone very far
with
to see her where the child is now today. So the child opened up. It was not easy. I felt it. It was so painful. Yeah. Since primary school, imagine. So those are the things that.
Mais moi, je vais demander si je veux poser une question. Ça casse même. Quand tu entends qu'un enfant a été abusé sexuellement durant toute son école primaire.
Et Satan n'arrive même pas
à parler.
Et je vais vous dire quelque chose. La majorité des viols se passent dans la famille.
Et c'est vrai.
Dans la famille.
Et les femmes sont toujours au courant. Like,
yes, they always keep quiet.
They keep quiet.
I'm going to destroy my marriage.
I'm telling you, it's so embarrassing.
I'm going to do that, and so on. You see the child now with that trauma. I always tell people that a child who has been raped. It's not normal. It's no longer a normal child. That trauma. I was saying one day in a seminar, I didn't know, one young girl came to me afterward and told me that she has been facing this problem because her uncle has been raping her while she was in primary school. She did not know. She thought that it was love. The man would give him his private part, and she was sucking it. She did not know. She was ignorant. It's one day in class 6 that they were doing this.
Class 6.
And class 7, this royal science thing. The other people were doing.
Is this sex education?
No, is this education? In those days, royal science. So they were trying to explain to them about the private part. Nobody. That's why her head was open. That she went and asked the lady. She said, "No, your uncle don't have to do that to you." So for that period of time, she had a problem that if she had to enter a taxi, and she see that the only men, she does not enter inside.
Ouais.
Yes, she had that problem for long.
And she was traumatized.
And she was not. It was not only the one that was abusing her. Even the cousin in the house was equally abusing her.
Doing the same thing to her.
I'm telling you, this we are seeing and hearing all type of things in this our field.
That's why they are calling on women. If you notice that your husband, your whosoever is doing whatsoever to a child, you report them. I don't know why women keep on hiding, protecting their partners.
For better or for worse.
Non, c'est maintenant. C'était avant.
I think even parents rape their own children.
Their own kids.
Yes, their own kids. And the mothers are aware of it, and they keep it silent. That abomination. What will people say outside? What do people say? So a lot of sensitization has to go on. We really have to talk it out with women. I always like to encourage them, because you don't know the pain that you are giving that young girl, that young child needs healing. That's why I tell you, see that at a certain age they start taking drugs.
Okay.
They are drug addicts, and we start blaming them. Why? Because with me, I've had the opportunity of following many students who were taking drugs, and one point in time they have stopped taking it, because I searched the reason, I searched the cause of why they are taking the drugs. When I searched the reason now, it helped me to work with them. I refer them now, because in our case, we don't only work alone. Cases that are difficult, we refer either to a medical doctor, a psychopathologist. Like this one, I cannot really follow a child who has been raped to the end. I start the introduction part of it. I diagnose the causes and so on. I diagnose anything, then I refer now to a place where the child can better take help, 2 sessions and so on.
Je suis curieuse de savoir ce qu'on a dit. On a dit quoi? When you refer like that, qu'est-ce qu'ils disent finalement?
No, well, I've already known the case and I refer. When I'm referring, it's for treatment, like the one of drug. When I refer like that, we went last time until one young man, she watched me over a TV program, and the mother called from Kumba. The child had problem with drugs. They have done everything. What they feel is that when they are taking care of a child that is on drug, they give supplement. If it's marijuana, they give a supplement that have a certain taste like marijuana, but doesn't have anything. So most people who do the follow up, they just do it and they end that way. Because when they have that urge to take, they take that one. Like make us see. It
helps to balance, yes.
Yeah, because there's a problem for somebody. Some people always say, il y a des banques qui disent, mais tu peux pas arrêter ça. On n'arrête pas ça comme ça.
Yes, it's difficult.
There's something that they call withdrawal syndrome. When you want to stop taking drugs, you have a violent headache. Violent headache. That's what causes most of them not to even stop. Yeah, that is a whole topic of its own. Let us keep aside.
Voilà. Oui, maintenant on va sortir parce qu'on se sépare dans 2 minutes là.
Okay.
Avec justement cette journée qui est consacrée à l'orientation. Quels sont vos souhaits justement? Quel est votre souhait et qu'est-ce qu'on peut améliorer pour pouvoir permettre aux enfants de pouvoir être mieux orientés? Parce que il y a un fait, vous avez donné un chiffre, vous êtes 5 conseillers d'orientation pour 5000 élèves. Plus de 5000 élèves. Donc ça devient compliqué. Quel est donc votre souhait pour que vous soyez plus efficace dans les établissements afin que le Cameroun puisse gagner?
Bien. Merci beaucoup pour cette question. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes dehors pour la 23e édition de la gymnase, comme on appelle souvent. C'est qu'on demande aux responsables, le ministre d'État, to train more counselors. That is, we'll not say it in another way, just to train more counselors in our field, because we cannot really cater for the number of children who are in the school, because our ratio is 1 counselor per 300 students. So imagine today, if you want to, in my school, for example, you have to, and that's, you have to say that we have there 1 counselor for 1,000. And there are even some schools that they don't even have counselors. Yeah, some schools that don't even have counselors, or just one. So it makes it very difficult. So we are calling on the state to train more counselors, because the violent rates, what the children are watching over the social media, has gone alongside to make the life of parents in their home miserable. Parents are suffering today because the world today has given young children access to many things. You know, when we're going, we never had these phones. We never had phone, right?
Yeah.
We never had phone. I mean, we were ignorant of.
I'm
today,
telling you.
the children know many things.
Know many things.
Drugs are available at their doorstep. So we cannot, at one point it becomes very difficult. So why it is difficult, we need to have more counselors to meet the needs of the society.
Merci beaucoup, Madame Bisson Bi-Eta, épouse Bisson Gang, Chief of Service of Guidance and Counseling.
Thank you so much.
Ces éclairages ce matin à ce rendez-vous. Je crois que vous allez vous retrouver tout à l'heure au lycée. Ce sera
Oui, aujourd'hui au lycée, depuis vendredi passé, on a eu le lancement dans une école privée, il ne peut pas citer le nom. Et aujourd'hui, on a le carrefour métier au lycée de la Cité Verte. Et dans notre lycée,
Cité Verte à Yaoundé.
Cité de Palmier tantôt. Quand j'ai fréquenté à Yaoundé, j'étais
à la Cité Verte, ok.
cité des palmiers.
D'accord.
Donc aujourd'hui, il y a le carrefour métier. Demain, on célèbre dans notre lycée.
Voilà.
Et vendredi, c'est le jour
de fête.
La régionale. Toujours au lycée de la cité des Palmiers. À partir de 8 heures.
Merci beaucoup. L'orientation et son apport dans la promotion d'une éducation inclusive de qualité au secondaire. Merci. C'était la thématique de ce jour. Nous vous souhaitons nous espérons que les informations partagées aujourd'hui vous ont été utiles pour mieux comprendre l'importance de l'orientation scolaire et pour soutenir les élèves dans leur parcours scolaire. Parents, ceci vous concerne, aidez vos enfants. Merci, et enseignants aussi, merci déjà pour la tâche que vous accomplissez. Beaucoup de courage à vous. Bonne journée, journée nationale de l'orientation scolaire à tous les conseillers d'orientation. Beaucoup de courage. Cathy, nous on se dit à demain.
À demain.
Avec le révérend Missina. Ciao.
Ciao.